I'm not a role player. Let's just make sure that's clear right now. But I am a storyteller. At least that's kind of the way I like to view things. And so I have a kind of story behind the character of Owl, if you will. So we're definitely gonna jump into a little bit of that.
Welcome back to LooneyCraft, y'all. That's right. We are finally going to deliver on that promise on episode 1 about an origin story for Sir Owl. But we still have a bit of a strange story going on the server right now. Now, not much has happened since last episode, except one thing. Oh, I didn't even get this on recording. I walked in the room and it went boom. So yeah, Straw's base got blown up. I'm going to leave a link in the pinned comment where Coma pretty much had his own filming going on, and so he has captured a bit of the incident. But yeah, unfortunately, that actually happened on the same day that I finished my outro for last episode, and I was not recording at the time. But yeah, it's all gone. But yeah, we are continuing this sort of strange story, and after what happened to Straw's base, I kind of feel like it's time that we take things to the forefront, and I made a letter to that Oracle. I'm gonna leave it on the screen and go through it, but I'm not gonna read it this time. My voice is still a little strained from being sick. But yeah, I feel like we've been playing the pawn, and so we're going to kind of go to the forefront of all this, and I want them to meet them. I want them to prove to me that I should trust them, because at this point, I don't think we can really trust the Oracle. Definitely can't trust the trader, as they are the ones that have been putting dirt all over my base. But yeah, so we're also going to get better gear, because I'm in diamond, Straw's in netherite, a couple other people now have netherite armor, so we definitely need to upgrade our gear. Now, thankfully, which I have to go all the way back, but Yas was very nice to give me a birthday present. I'm not telling you the date, but yes, my birthday did just recently pass. And so she gave us ancient debris. So we're going to use that to start upgrading stuff. Now, I don't know how much I can upgrade. I genuinely think I've only done netherite once. So it's definitely not something I'm used to. Right, it is upstairs in our ender chest. But yeah, we're gonna try to get that all set up, and then we also gotta figure out some other stuff we need to do. And yeah, I went to the nether with Watchdog. He was gathering ancient debris. I ended up finding one on the way there, and I was pretty much just trying to get my stuff back to better, because this was down to pretty much nothing. But yeah, Squatch gave us 32 ancient debris, so we're gonna use that. I just looked it up. Apparently, we have to go in here. Someone hates me. Okay, so full disclosure, I have no idea how to find a bastion, so I'm gonna do this off screen, and when I find it, we'll come back. Okay, so I totally would have missed this if it weren't for some quartz being right here. I think we found it. I'm a little weary. Yep, we found it. So, oh boy. We're cheesing this. Cheesing this as much as possible. Okay. This isn't fun. This is not fun. This is very nerve-wracking. Guess make my own stairs down? Seems like a terrible idea, This just means things are gonna follow me if I try going back up. Also, I don't think this is gonna work because it looks like, yeah, this goes out. Like, okay, so now we get a little bit of a view. Oh no. That's not good. That means someone's already been here. Alright, time to go back. I don't know how I missed this. I don't know how I missed this. It's like this is right here. And I missed this somehow. Cool. I am a builder, not an explorer. And I don't know why I didn't think of this the first time. We're gonna see if anyone has some extras. Alright, so good news is that Watchdog actually has an upgrade, and he says that we can use it, we just have to duplicate it. I did not realize how low I am on diamond, so we're gonna see how much I can actually get done. I'm probably gonna end up back in the caves, which has actually been a while since I've been down there. But yeah, we're gonna get this upgrade going and upgrade our gear, and then from there we will find what else we can do to kind of get ourselves a bit more ahead, because with everything going on and all the chaos, I'm a little worried about not having better stuff. Alright, as you can see from the inventory, we have netherite ingots now. I also got netherite upgrade to 9, which if any of you know why I have 9, you're probably hating me in the comments. But yeah, eventually I plan on getting the hoe, because it is a achievement, and so we are going to do that. I also did manage to get a whole bunch of diamonds. This went down to pretty much 6 before I had to go back down into the caves. So yeah, pretty good haul. But let's go ahead, and I gotta figure out how to do this, but let's go ahead and upgrade. So I think I took the thing over to my other base though. Yep, so let's go over to the other base. Alright, we are at the upgrade station, smithing table. We're gonna put that in. Let's start with our tools itself. So there, here, and I think I'm gonna wait to upgrade this only because I want to get these two together. So let me go ahead and get this stuff. So put that helmet in. Ooh, where'd it go? Helmet. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out how to take these off, because obviously it's not gonna let me do that. So let's do the pants and the shoes. And I think if I'm lucky, all I gotta do is put this in here and it should... Nope. Alright, yeah, so our mod, it makes it a little more difficult. I gotta figure out how we can take this apart. So I will be right back. Alright, turned out all of it was to put the elytra into the grindstone, and it allowed us to take it right back out. So that was an easy fix. And there is all of our armor. Oh, new achievement. So I did not place these birch trees, and it surrounds my entire base. I'm pretty sure this is a sign of the trader, or Neve, because we've noticed that they tend to use birch trees for their signs. But yeah, just a little bit of a development going on. So we're over at Yasquatch's base, because apparently she also has a whole bunch of birch surrounding her base. So I'm not the only one that got attacked. I don't know if I'd call this attacked. This feels more like a very, very lame prank. But yeah, completely surrounds her base as well. Alright, so our next stop was going to be to go to Lococoma and Straws area, because I knew they had their own sort of birch development going on. But the thing was is that I got there and it was nighttime, and so I went and slept in Lococoma's bed, and I came back upstairs and he popped up online right in front of me. I know that looks suspicious, but I swear that's what happened. But why not?
Because I said so. Come experience the love of the tavern.
Okay.
Good boy. Hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm alright.
That's good, that's good. You can do whatever you want. I just, will admit it sounds awful fishy.
I just got here.
Yeah, sure. I extended the bar, as you may have noticed.
I have noticed.
1, 2,
And you
3,
also got
4,
tables
5,
now.
6, 7, 8 chairs. Yeah, I'm about to have a bunch of furniture too. I sorted out a trade deal with Doc. So I got some wool yesterday, so I'm about to make a crap
nice.
ton of couches and things.
Cool.
Yeah. So what brought you out to my area?
Like I said, I just wanted to show the fact that you have a whole bunch of birch trees outside your door.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
It's growing more and more. It's actually like starting to make me a little bit concerned.
It's a bit excessive.
It is a
You
little
can't even-
bit like
You can't even see the sky
there's like
through it.
2 spots where the sun could block out zombies or creepers and stuff. Well, I guess creepers don't mind the sun, but yeah, like this was probably like a quarter of this thickness. All these trees,
Mm-hmm.
like a week ago.
Yeah. You can't even see the tavern from in here.
On the tavern. This is Silpac Solado. Yeah. Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen some ghosts, some that look like birds.
This is worse than me and Yass's birch at this point.
See, I already had the existing birch forest here.
That is true.
What is this, like 3? Oh yeah, no, just two on top of each other. The third one's back
Oh,
over here.
jeez.
I was just like, this is very, very stacked together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is a bit much, buddy.
Yeah. I mean, it's
What
not
you
like they
doing
can put
today?
them behind me because, like,
That is true.
water.
Little dirt just planted on the water front.
Oh no, don't give them ideas. It does look kind of nice though, like with the fountain and all.
I would still
Just the-
chop a few down.
I would, but they'll still grow back.
This is probably true. Just wait, it's gonna come all the way up to your door.
No. I
Well-
like having a little bit of space where I can see the enemy coming. The number of
But
skeletons
does the
and
enemy want you to
zombies I
see them
have-
coming?
Yeah, I would assume not, but like, yeah, the number of like skeletons and zombies that make their way to here, I like having a little warning at least. Also,
That's
I don't know
fair.
if you saw, but there's an upstairs window now.
I did see that. It looks nice.
Yeah, I'm building like a party size booth up there, and I kind of think I might extend this out like one more block to each side and flatten it out some so that I can actually like extend that more and
Yeah,
have the booth kind of stick out a little bit more over there. I don't know.
that's fair.
We'll see. But yeah, do I have a book? Because I know you checked.
I have actually not checked. I literally got here, took a nap in your bed, and you showed up.
Hello, Jakes. Nope, nothing beyond it. Did you read the last 2 pages?
I think so.
I may have put out an invitation, and the invitation was accepted.
What do you mean the invitation was accepted?
I mean, the invitation was accepted. I wrote page 4.
Uh-huh.
I did not write page 5 or 6.
Oh. Noted.
Uh-huh.
Alrighty
I'll
then.
be keeping a supply of birch signs from now on. It works.
That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah. That is a coma, you see, Jigs. It's crazy. It's almost like you're on my stream.
Jeez.
And that's an owl.
Hi, chat.
Owls don't speak, they hoot.
So after that encounter, I felt like it was pretty much the right thing to do to come check over at Dockspace. Sorry, Watchdog. The man has way too many names, we call him. But yeah, there's nothing, which is the weird thing, because we've noticed all year long, no one's attacked Dockspace whatsoever. Now, I will say this is pretty much a community center at this point. He lets everyone use the villagers, and yeah, so I suppose maybe to keep this safe, they decided not to do anything, especially because he's got a whole bunch of very strange things going on here that are probably really intricate, so we don't want to destroy those. I gotta get away from these villagers. Hold on. That did not go. But yeah, so Dockspace not attacked. Everyone else's seems to have some sort of weird thing going on. But yeah, that seems to be the development so far. I had actually read that book before. I did not realize that the last 2 pages were not from him. But yeah, our book, unfortunately, it's been a couple days since the first recording where I showed it. We still haven't got any response back, so hopefully we'll get something soon. Might be next episode, but honestly it's been kind of quiet the last few days. I'd say it's nice, but at the same time I want to know what's going on. So, but yep, we are going to move forward at this point. So actually, before we move forward, I have something that Coma pointed out to me. In the episode with the Secret Society meeting, there was a name that showed up at the meeting that I cannot decipher. Let me show you. So yeah, during the conversation, above us was someone, or at least it appears to be a name above us, just keep it in, but they don't show up on the locator bar. Coma claims it's not him, even though he's the only one that does not show up on the locator bar for some reason. But as to who it is, we don't know. So apparently, whoever was listening in may also be the traitor. If you know how to decipher this, feel free to comment in the comment section below. But yeah, we had someone listening in apparently. Okay, now moving forward, finally, I finally got a response to naming my horse. It was in a short I made to kind of, I guess, reiterate the point, and that goes out to the user name 12739, in which they called it Al Capone. It was too funny, I had to do it, so yeah, we now have a name for our horse. Our story begins as most tales do. A long time ago, there was a girl. I met her deep beneath the mangrove, draped in night and secrets. As children, we laid under the stars, avoiding ever growing up. But nothing stops fate. She grew into a beautiful woman, and I, a knight for the king. Sent wherever he commanded, but after every battle, I always returned to her side. And even in all that time, her very existence was held hush between my lips. She wrapped herself in my cloak, a purple shroud for a love only we secretly knew. I would have stayed with her forever. But a fool I became, and recklessly I let myself be followed one night. And when literal sparks flew between her fingertips, we were doomed. Her secret now exposed. The city guard took me in as she fled into the bush. I would die for my sins, against the crown and against the law. I'd die for loving a witch. I laid in wait upon the prison floor, my execution when morning rose. I prepared myself for it, accepting my fate, but fate had different plans. A beam of light broke through the stone walls, and the girl came through a newfound opening into the night. We pushed for the tree line, but just when we thought we were in the clear, a volley of arrows came crashing down from the sky. I had tumbled and fallen, an arrow piercing my heart. I begged her to go, but she dragged me out of the line of sight. I stared into her eyes. She looked at mine. She chose a magic sacrifice, a final spell. Light blinded me as she recited the words. The next moment, she was gone. All that remained was the cloak. I too was gone. And when the guards arrived to the scene, all they saw was an owl flying off into starlight.